This is Everett. I'm heading north on Colby Avenue. Coming up on your left and right is Everett High School. Quite a lovely school. As we go farther along here, you will notice on the left-hand side a store that says Welch's above it. Infamous for a song I wrote called Dexter's Pigeons. We are now at 23rd Street and Colby Avenue. We are just north of downtown in Everett. For those that do not know, Everett is about 30 miles north of Seattle, Washington, up in the Great Pacific Northwest. We're less than 100 miles from the Canadian border, and many of us really appreciate the Canadians being so close by. At this point, which is 19th Street, Colby becomes a divided road. And it has lovely trees down the middle of it, apple blossoms, which bloom, of course, during the spring. This is called the Northwest Neighborhood. It was established in 1892, so it's been around quite the while. Everett is not the home of cookie cutter houses. It has a wonderful style in the fact that very few houses are the same as their next door neighbors. In the newer developments, of course, things have changed. On the right hand side, you see up above, that is the Colby campus of the Providence Hospital. I don't know the rating now, but I know that in the 1990s, it was ranked as one of the country's top heart hospitals. I know they kept my father alive for quite a while. In Washington, you always stop for people in the crosswalk. And that means any crosswalk. It doesn't matter if it's marked or not. At every corner, it's a crosswalk. Be prepared to stop because pedestrians always have the right of way. After all, they have been around longer than cars. Coming up here now, we're coming into the area of Everett that's fairly well known for being, shall we say, where the more wealthy people live. When you go down this way and come back the other way on Grand Avenue, which is near to the water, you pass by several fine houses, including the residence of the late Senator Henry Scoop Jackson. His widow still does live there, and it's a very well-known house in this area. Just to the east of us here, about a block over, is Everett Community College. It'll be the focus of one of my next reports. a late August day here in Everett. And while most of the country is sweltering in unbelievable heat, we are just barely over 70 degrees. It's cloudy and it rained last night and rained quite a bit yesterday. Well, they're telling you the truth. It rains all the time up here. There's hardly ever any time for going out and walking and enjoying the weather. A good friend told me one time that if you let the rain stop you, you're not going to ever do anything if you live out here in Everett. Now we're coming upon a park called Legion Park. And we will take a quick drive through Legion Park. American Legion Memorial Park. They have baseball fields and they have playgrounds for children. And down this way to the right, they've got a row of trees that have been planted. And in fact, the one right in the center of the picture was planted as a memorial to my father, who passed away August 9th, 2004. It's grown into quite a lovely tree, and I'm really glad my mother did it. I'm glad she was part of the garden club, and she loved it very much. Legion Park is fairly nice and fairly popular, as you can tell. Several cars. And lots of people playing in the kids' park. Apparently they're having some kind of a get-together. So I'll drive around this very slowly. It is quite a park. To the right here is the Everett Memorial Hall, where we played a show back in the early 1990s.